What's up? This is Antonio, and I'm sitting here with our client Jan, and our client has become fluent in almost 2 months. So I thought I'm just inviting him for an interview to talk about the story on how exactly we have helped him to get there and inspires you to become fluent as well. So Jan, how much do you speak Spanish now?
I would consider myself at a decent level. So before starting, I had some other Spanish classes, but I had those about 4 years ago, and I really plateaued. If anything, my Spanish got worse.
Yeah.
And what I really wanted to do is to give it a good boost, because I do live in Spain. I need to be fluent. And the last 2 months, I've made real good progress. And I would consider myself advanced intermediate at this moment in time.
Very good. So congratulations and really well done.
Thank you.
So now let's switch to Spanish so you show your level, of course. ¿Podrías presentarte, Jan? Hablar un poco sobre ti.
Sí, claro. Me llamo Jan y soy holandés. Nací en Nijmegen, un
Sí.
pequeño ciudad en Holanda, y tengo 55 años. Estoy casado con Victoria, mi mujer,
Sí.
y ella es inglesa.
Sí.
Tenemos 3 hijos y ahora los 3 son estudiantes en una universidad en Inglaterra.
Perfecto.
Vivimos en España desde hace 5 años. Construimos una casa en Sitges, y Sitges es un pueblo muy cerca de Barcelona. Sitges tiene 30.000 habitantes y es
Sí.
muy bonito.
Sí.
Es muy cerca del mar y también es un pueblo muy internacional. Antes de mudarnos a España, vivimos 8 años en Shanghai, China. Y teníamos una vida muy internacional, pero nuestro sueño era tener una casa permanente en un país con cultura, gente amable,
Claro.
buena comida y buen tiempo.
Claro.
También yo quería vivir en un lugar donde puedo salir en bici fácilmente,
Sí.
y este país para nosotros es España.
Claro.
Y para mi trabajo
Sí.
con un compañero y somos asesores para fusiones y adquisiciones.
Sí.
Tenemos clientes en toda de Europa, pero
Sí.
podemos trabajar desde nuestras casas. Y
Claro.
eso para mí y para mi mujer y nuestros niños es una vida ideal.
Ideal, claro, por supuesto. Bueno, enhorabuena porque tu nivel ha mejorado muchísimo. So now I would like to share your journey here so far. You already mentioned a couple of things before, but maybe you can add something. So how did you feel before starting the coaching, before these 2 months coaching?
So before starting, as I mentioned, I did some intensive courses about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So my Spanish was okay-ish, but I made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
I was able to converse, but after every conversation, I was quite tired.
Yeah.
And living in Spain, simply speaking Spanish not only is necessary, because in the daily life with people that come to the house,
Of
you need to
course.
speak Spanish. But also as an immigrant, I feel that I need to speak fluent Spanish.
Yeah.
And where I was disappointed with my level of Spanish after 5 years of living. And in the last 2 months, I've made great progress. I've really put in the effort,
Of course.
used your methodology, and I feel I've really improved. I'm really able to have much better quality of conversations with less errors, less mistakes, but also less stress on myself, because simply you speak it more easily rather than getting a headache after every conversation.
Of course. I wanted to ask you, how do you feel after, but you already share it. So
better.
Yeah. So,
And the journey is interesting, because as with anything, there are moments where everything is messed up in your head. You think by yourself, will I ever get there? And then at one point you get this ramp of clarification where everything sort of comes together, and you feel that you've really made not a big step change. And that's what I've achieved in the last 2 months.
That's great. That's fantastic. And also, well, again, you already mentioned a lot of things, but how has it impacted your life so far there in Sitges?
Yeah, I feel much more confident speaking to people. And as I mentioned earlier, living in Spain,
Yeah.
you do need to speak good Spanish just to interact with people around you. And I feel a lot more comfortable. I think the quality of my conversations is better. But I also feel that when people notice my Spanish has improved, people are also willing to have more conversations with me simply because the communication is much easier.
Of course, they feel more comfortable, of course. And also, what is your highlight so far about the coaching?
Yeah. Well, what I love about the methodology is there's a push and a pull. So with other classes, you sort of go at your own rhythm and you find it very easy to find excuses for yourself not to do the work. With your methodology, there is a pull of how does it benefit your life, but there's also a push at times where you say, come on, put in the work and continue doing it. And I think that's the beauty of the program, is that it really forces you to put in the work and it delivers you the tools to improve your Spanish at a fast rate.
Of course, the consistency is crucial. It's crucial.
Exactly.
And also, Jan, who would you recommend this coaching to?
Yeah, I think anybody can do the coaching, but key is to be motivated and to be willing to put in the effort. If you just want a Spanish class that's a bit fun and you learn a little bit here or there, then this is not for you. I think people that want to do this really need to want to do it and feel it will benefit their life. If not, then there's no point, I think.
The will, it's super important. Of course.
Absolutely.
So
that was key.
So Jan, again, congratulations, well done, and just keep crushing it, because you are doing a great job.
Thank you very much. And the next couple of months, I'll give it another great push to really get to a level where I feel comfortable speaking every day and where I'm close to fluent.
Of course, let's do it. Let's do it.
Great. Thank you so much.